Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hopefully everything is working today after the few issues that we had beginning of the week. So far, so good. As usual, going to start off, get the dailies done, get them done, dusted, put to bed, out of the way, and then we'll start doing some TFOs. Obviously, if the audio is not correct, do let me know.
Hey May Rapley 101, pay no attention to the person behind the curtain.
Oh, and there goes Kaylin claiming first of string.
Ignore me, I'm just the bot. Yeah, I do all the work and I'm so fucking tired.
Excuse me, Tam Tam? Wow. Okay. I'm a bit surprised by that. Wow, Tam Tam. Wow. It's not that bit that I was worried about. It was the bit after that. Yeah, I do the work and I'm so I'm tired. Wow. I'm going to have to have a look at her code. Because that is not on. Oh, I don't know, Kaylin, we should just waiting on the very edge there to make sure that you got that first. Well, she definitely seems to be on one today. Let's hope she behaves. Right, let's see if on GG's is with us or not. Well, they're dead. Yeah, but as I was saying, do let me know if the audio is too loud, too quiet, or whatever in the game. I had to do a complete reinstall of the game. It decided it did not want to play anymore.
Until next time.
For what reason, I do not know. So, like I said, I had to do a complete reinstall. Luckily, it didn't take long. And it did seem to remember all my settings for a change. Obviously, everybody's favourite, because it's not. Good old Dilithium Mine. As usual, we are still trying to beat my all-time score of 1,075. So far, hasn't actually gone very well. I haven't got any closer to it. Like I've said on previous streams, I've seen scores as high, well, the most common high score is 1,300 plus, but you are starting to see 1,500 plus now, which I can't even get 1,000 regularly, so God knows how to do it. All I can think of is it must be luck. I'm definitely not going to get it if I keep making mistakes like that, and again. I don't know how they do it. But yeah, I've started to see quite a few people where they've posted their 1,500 plus, and I think, how? The UI doesn't respond quick enough, so how? Godlike reaction times? I think even with godlike reaction times, I still don't see how. Again, like usual, dilithium mining, you're aiming for a score of 700. I tend to find if you get a score of 400 by the time you're down to 20 seconds, you are pretty much guaranteed to do it. It's Photoshop. I don't know. You know, I'm not very good with artwork, so I wouldn't know how to even begin with things like that. But to get the same font style and everything like that, a lot of effort. But to be fair, the 1,300 I did actually want to get when I weren't streaming, and but that was probably last year, so I didn't even consider screen grabbing it. So I know it's possible for me, I just haven't made it. But since then, I have not got anywhere near it. I matched my score, and I literally need maybe 2 or 3 seconds more if I do match it. But generally, my score normally sits anywhere between the 800 and 900. Which again just makes me think it has to be a case of luck. Or they've made some sort of program that does it for them. But again, that seems like a hell of a lot of effort to go to. Oh, the cheating. Or there's an undocumented feature that we don't know about, where you can literally just press a button and it goes bing, bing, bing. The thing is, if you can get 1,300 and you can get it consistently, I would say the 1,500 must be, you know, relatively easy to get after that. But more often you see 1,300 plus. You know, like I said, I've seen a handful of 1,500. So I don't know. I don't see me getting anywhere near that 1,500 mark. I don't see me getting anywhere near the actual score to complete this one at this rate, which I'm not. I lost 40 dilithium. Or maybe it's just a case of I'm old and that's why I can't do it. That is quite easily a possibility. Because as they do say, as you get older, your reaction times get slower and bits start dropping off. And there we go. As usual, didn't get anywhere near it. So, worth a try. Come on, beam up. Right, over to the fleet dilithium mine as usual. Obviously, that is for the extra 500 bonus dilithium that you can get every 24 hours on top of the 8k refinement. So if you're in a fleet and they've got it unlocked, there's no excuse not to do it because you can complete it in literally 5 seconds. You know, the only things that's going to really hold you back more than anything is the flying to the said fleet dilithium mine and beaming down. Again, as always, you don't have to do the quests here. Always make sure you've done your 8k refinement. And then you talk to this guy here. And you do your extra 500. Just begin it. It literally takes 5 seconds, as you can see the countdown there. And done. Extra refinement of 500. Return to sector space. Right, let's have a look. My endeavours complete any advanced or elite queue. Well, that's going to get done today. Destroy undying ship. I can put myself in for one of those. Anti-proton damage. I can swap gear sets to my anti-proton set for that. Destroy. I can't say the word. Them ships. Not likely to actually get that. So I'm going to re-roll it and see what we get. I'm not doing arthropods either. You know, you can shove them up the chocolate whiz woo. Dreadnoughts for, 5 of. To be fair, just run the event once a day, guillotine a couple of times and you'll pretty much get that. So again, no excuse not to do it. So we are now looking for the Defari Patrol. You'll normally get 2 of. They will either be 1 towards our actual location, but they literally can spawn anywhere in this area here. Like I said, I probably need to change my loadout. Just going to double check that that has definitely saved it for that. Swap over to the Isonite. You change the audio on it. Right, Defari Patrols. Again, as always, chance of 3 missions. They are very much similar. Ultimately, you are just going to be killing greens. So again, just pick one Ned for it. What you tend to find is there is either a freighter there that needs to beam over, some crew to repair it, or you're beaming off survivors, or you're beaming off cargo, or there's a bunch of them flying around being attacked and you fly around the map and effectively just kill out the green. Come on, STO. Make that little hamster wheel move a bit quicker so it loads. Yeah, unfortunately. No. Slow loads always. Yeah, unfortunately that is the case. I wish it was better, but, you know, hey-ho. God, it's cinders in again. So it's blowing up the ones that are under attack. Right, that's the anti-proton damage got for this endeavour. I know, shock horror. I've even got an endeavour point. What shall I spend it on? Oh my god, I've got a choice of ground, ground, or even ground. I ain't got a point in that, so... Yeah, that is exactly my opinion. Not a big fan of it giving us ground for endeavours, as the game is very space-centric. Right, let's change my loadout back, and let's see if it puts everything into my inventory, which I'm expecting it to do, because it did like that. It's put one item. So use the thing that I never use anyway. So that one, I think that's it. Looks like it. It looks strange. What's missing? It's not showing the bit. Yep, we have another undocumented feature. Is that fixed all of it? Yes, it has. Right. Continuing on. You hate ground. I don't mind ground. I'm not a fan of bug hunt, as you know. So I'm probably going to get chained bug hunt. Did you do the mission on Horizon yet in Mass Effect? You probably didn't. I missed that day's stream. Horizon. Which one's Horizon? I think I have. I did Shadow Broker Monday. Yeah, I've done that one. He ran into me and he was, you know, a bit pissy. I think I did that one last week. Well, it's available on YouTube if you're that desperate. But yes, I've done Shadow Broker. I kept Liara as Shadow Broker rather than saying, no, join me. I can blue screen you after the fact. Hey, I'll tell you what, I very, very nearly died on stream. But I didn't. I clawed it back at the last minute. I've got to keep zooming in. And we've got the blockade. Again, you get chance 3 missions here. A general hunt down Breen and kill them. The blockade, which is the one that I've got. And find the missing transports, which I never seem to get. Also what? Then you won't mind when Bug Hunt comes up later today. Oh well, you can pretty much guarantee it's going to come up at some point. You know how this game listens to me and goes, you will have Bug Hunt. You want Bug Hunt, even though I never do. Double dilithium burns. Maybe RNG Jesus is with me. Oh yeah, you can pick up that mission if you are really that bothered there. Obviously, I'm not. Because if the outpost in question has been turned to dust, you can't actually hand that one in until it is available. Which is a pain in the backside if that happens. So over to Zarya. Unfortunately, it does have double loading screens. Not great, but oh well, never mind. One that I always criticise for having the double loading screens. Why it has it, I don't know. You know, it should be one that is fixed, but knowing them, they'd probably break it more than fix it. But let's not go there. Again here, as always, there's a chance again of 3 missions, where everything seems to run in threes. You have plant the spatial chargers, tag the ore crates, and upload the virus. No matter what you do, you're going to have to beam up the Defari that are trapped and kill. That, of course, means we've got to wait for it to load in. But yeah, where I'm sitting at the moment with the death, you see 4 Mass Effect deaths, 5 Star Trek Online, and no Nightingale, because I've not played it again recently. So, as I said, loading screen, move a couple hundred feet, and loading screen. Again, it can go fast sometimes, majority of the time, we have them.
10 years later.
None of those are my fault, really. 2 of those are my fault. Definitely in Star Trek Online. I know one of the deaths in Mass Effect was one of the doggies kept bouncing me off a wall. And every time I was then pushed into said wall, it would then try and do the get into cover. And then it would bounce me again, and it would bounce me out of the wall, and then it would probably bounce me again, and I ended up basically in a stunlock loop. where I couldn't get away from the wall without it bouncing me back into the wall, which put me straight back into cover to then kill me. It was very, very frustrating. I believe that was right at the beginning in the game in Omega. Right, so I've got Tag the Orc. No secondary demons. There's the guys you always have to save. I hate being stun blocked. It's the reason why I hate rogues in WoW. Oh, I used to love my little... Well, right. Full story time with Naz. Yeah, I used to play that back in the day, and I remember when rogues first came out, they were the most biggest pile of poo that I've ever played in my life, and that was when they very first came out. And I refused to play them, said rogues were shit, would never play one again. And then they did I think it was the first combat rebalance, and somebody was like, you know, oh no, you're going to play a rogue, and I was like, no, I refuse. And they're like, but you know, you don't have your full alt collection. And I was like, I don't care, rogues are crap, I shall never play a rogue. Never, ever, ever in my life. You know, forget it, it's just not happening. Eventually, I got bored of having all my other characters, and I thought, you know what? I'll roll a rogue to try it out. So I made Gibetta, but everybody seemed to call the Italian bread. I can't think of it. Can't think of the name for it. But anyway, people used to call that for some weird reason. Oh my god, little gnome rogue, she was absolutely fantastic. Stabbing him in the knees. You know, I absolutely loved my little gnome rogue. She was fantastic. But unfortunately, my WoW days are well and truly done. I hate to say, it is the whole grind, and it not being an interesting grind totally killed it for me. But every single expansion that came out, it was like, oh look, it's more grind. And for me, that killed it completely. I'm going to say my mage, Ellie, was known on the server that I was on as that bitch of a mage, because whenever we used to do things like Crossroads raids or South Shore raids and things like that, Ellie was originally a frost mage, but when she got coined the phrase of that bitch of a mage, she was an arcane mage. She would blink in, blow up like a absolute cow bag, and then blink out, normally leaving horrendous amounts of dead corpses all around me. And yeah, I got called that bitch of a mage for quite a while. But the stance that I always took with WoW was you had to play all of the classes to understand how they played. The sheer amount of people that would go, you know, to like a tank or something, oh, you need to learn to tank, blah, 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 but had never tanked in their life, that you kind of like sit there and go, yeah, you know, maybe keep your gob shut. Should know what you're talking about. You know, oh, well, I've read online, and it's like, yeah, it's very different than actually doing it. You know, it's like when I rolled a Death Knight, he used to tank Naxxramas, and the sheer amount of people that I saw didn't know how to tank as a Death Knight back then, I still cannot get my head round. It was probably the most easiest tanking class build out there. You know, other than being Paladin, where it's bind every key to bubble and shield, and you know, then just pace roll. Keyboard until dead. But yes, I was one of the few people that I was called a bit of an expert with the Paladin when they got the ability to throw their shields in. So with the Pally tank, I used to be able to go into a room and go, right, I'm going to pull that mob over there, and people would go, you can't do that. If you try and pull that mob over there, you're going to pull X mob over the other side of the room because of the bounce. And I used to go, watch me. And I would always pull the only ones that I would want to pull. Rather than being people that got the phrase of, oh my god, a Pally tank, how does he tank? Throw shield in, pull room. But yes, they were the days. But like I said, it's the grind that killed it for me, and the blatant grind. I also think the things like, right, I need you to run across the map from, you know, from where we are here, you want you to run to the other side of the map and kill so many mobs. So you do that, you run all the way back, and then it goes, right, do you know where you just were? I want you to go back there, kill the same mobs that you've just been killing, that now 50 million other people are doing, and pick up one item that drops off of them. Now, if I was playing that with Ellie, my mage, that was completely and utterly no point me doing it. Because drops from dungeons, legendaries, rares, they drop like confetti for Ellie. Quest items, they would never drop. It's like Salsa's bag in... I can't remember which zone it is now. But yeah, you had to find Salsa's bag, so you had to basically kill oozers and it would drop. No kidding. 4 and a bit hours, it hadn't dropped. Now... Oh, there's Green Patrol. I did it on another character and I had exactly the same situation where it was a case of, oh, I'm going to try and get this. It's not Ellie, so I should be fine. Didn't work out like that. I started at 10 AM in the morning. I think it was a... No, it was a work week. And I think, let me have a think. 6 PM that evening, I was still trying to get it. And I was like, oh, thank you for the raid. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, and hello to the raiders. Welcome to Star Trek loading screen.
What is that small ... hello F saying?
Thank you for the follow, it's much appreciated. Oh, that looks like an Elder Scrolls avatar, where you get possessed by one of the Daedric gods. What's going on there? I'm just doing my dailies and then I'm going to start doing some TFOs. Right. I'm not going to read this out because it is literally just a wall of text. And it is a daily and I do it pretty much every day. And every stream that I stream Star Trek Online. So yeah, we're playing Star Trek Online, but we have been talking about World of Warcraft. Obviously you can provoke them. I choose not to, because it's not very Federation-y.
Subscribe. Just kidding.
Tam, stop it. Thank you for the follow, it's much appreciated. Tam's definitely having one of her moments today. Like I said, I'm going to have a look at her code because she's learnt some things that she shouldn't have learnt. Again, thank you for the follow. All following, you're dirty. Right, let's get back to the ball. So, what was that? What ship is that you're following? I'm flying the Lifetime ship. Oh my god, they're all following. You know, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm flying the good old Chimera, from the Lifetime. As always, we're trying not to go boom, which, as it's me, it does happen. Hopefully not too many times. There is a certain person in the channel that does try and kill me with blue screen of death reward. For people not in the know, it displays across all three of my monitors when that runs, and let's just say every time it happens I do get a micro heart attack, because like I said, it does show across all three screens. I do actually have to look at my streaming PC to see that everything is actually
Hey
okay.
guys, Chris Fox 15.
The enemy has started to bring their unicomplex into your dimension. We will stop this. We must. To do so, we need to destroy 10-dimensional conveyors on the surface of the unicomplex.
Hello, my name is Chris Hawkins. I'm co-owner of the Mutual Alliance. I hope you have a good stream and hope to see you out. Why, thank you very much, Chris. Normally, I do tend to stream. Well, I am a UK streamer. Obviously, if you're wondering what time it is for me, it is up there. I do tend to stream normally during the days, but I've started doing 1 week days, 1 week evenings. Who does that to you? That sounds so rude to do. That would be you, Kaylin. You've got me killed twice. Because you're a git. You know, it's like those deaths of Star Trek Online, I can blame Kaylin for. I would never. You wait, and you've worked out what the stream delay is to inflict horrible death on me. And I'm not salty. Not one bit. Like that. I cannot see Chris. Oh, it wasn't Chris Manamar, god damn you.
Hey guys, Manamar 27.
Evil. Pure evil. But yeah, I programmed it in such a way that literally it does show across all my monitors. And do I regret it? Very much so. Do I think I ought to make it really, really expensive? Yes, I do. But so far, as yet, that's not happened. Not today, I'm not. I refuse. I refuse no deaths today. I refuse to add to the counter. That's just wrong on so many levels.
Welcome to the stream, Natashaite 2399.
Deploy the stitching anchors.
I think Tamtam's ignoring people at the moment. I'll have a check at her in break, but she should have actually reported back. I should be able to tag too. That's if people don't blue screen me.
Shield down. Stitching anchor deployed. Shield down.
Actually, we're getting mobbed up. Where will they? Thank you for the resubscription.
I hate that I'm 1 month behind. That shouldn't be a thing because I haven't missed a month.
I'm going to say, did you miss one? Obviously, I have no control over that. That is all Twitch. Right, that's that one done. Concentrate, Naz. Yeah, there's another one there trying to escape.
Shield to stitching anchor 5. A Borg assimilator has failed. Shield of stitching anchor 6 is pulling energy. Destroyed.
It's probably something to do with Richard's weirdness and it usual being twitchy.
Shield down.
It probably did one of those really, really weird things where, because didn't they back in April have people that had set up reoccurring subscriptions and it affected reoccurring subscriptions, Twitch Primes, and literally everything? And their answer to it was kind of like, oops, sorry, get over it. Come on, spawn some ships. Or not. Yeah, I've got to say, out of some of the new missions for this story arc, I've got to say, Guillotine's very good. I still think these aliens, these new aliens that have been introduced, are going to ultimately end up being baddies. You know, maybe that's me just being very suspicious of them, but I don't know. I think they're going to end up being the hidden baddies, you know, will help them defeat the Borg and so on and so forth. And then I think they're going to turn around and go, oh, you're not very united as a people. Oh my god, Kaylin. That is you that time. I want the aliens just to be super nice and the story to be unexpected for one. You know what I would like? I would like them to move away from every mission and every storyline being Borg-centric. There is such a rich and diverse amount of, you know, enemies, hostile enemies, whatever you want to call them, that I think it's now getting a bit lazy with, oh look, it's the Borg yet again. You know, we've had original Borg, we've had red Borg, and now we've got blue Borg. It is kind of like, you know, come on, give us something different for a change. I saw your hull starting to go down and had to try. So you admit it. You are trying to kill me. Don't worry, Kaelin, it probably will happen. Try and save your life. Lies! But yeah, I kind of think these I think these aliens are going to turn out to be bad guys in the end. I think it's going to be a whole thing of, you know, because they're so heavy into the unity and, you know, togetherness and things like that, that they're going to see us as being too separate from one another and too broken. I don't know, I can't think of the word for it. That I think they may actually just turn around and go, yeah, we're going to eliminate you. You know, it's like, what if they bring around armors somehow? Well, I know we'll die by disco because that's what the guy in the last story episode did when he took out the giant penis demon. Sorry, control worm, whatever you want to call it. You know, he died by disco and blew up.
The Tholians have captured a number of Romulan Republic ships, and we need to free them. The ships are being held by tractor beams emitting from asteroid bases.
You do not want to know.
Tractor emitters. Disable them to free the ships. The Tholians are likely to send reinforcements when they realize what we're doing, so the Lisette will stand ready to hold off any additional ships that arrive.
Yes, welcome to the Smut channel.
Stay focused. Plan your stronger ships are better. Save as many ships as possible.
Right, we've got a 3 and a 1. I'll do the 1 because why not? Oh look, they're trying to web me. What a surprise.
Fire at the nose connecting the web.
So, am I stuck on the inside or the outside there?
Inside the web, trying to destroy one side of it.
Because I'm not sure there.
Before it collapses in on you.
I need to wake up a bit and get with the program. Rather than being sucky. I've got to say, I quite like this one. I think I like it because it was a big departure from the original, you know, go in, smack stuff. You know, it was one of those that for the first time in a long time they actually put it with an actual task to do and it all not being about DPS. I also like it because, again, it's not a difficult one, it is pretty easy. Good old dilithium burn. So what are people's favourites? You know, I can tell you what is my least favourite, Buggun, because I think it's rather aptly named. If you're going to have a TFO that's going to bug out, it does tend to be Buggun. One day, Kaylin, I'll grab you by your short and curlies and drag you through.
A Talis warbird is escaping.
Maybe drag you through and get my revenge that way. For all the blue screens that you did. Not unless you buy me dinner first. What's for dessert? Birdcage because I like the tone storyline. This one because I like the Romulans way too much and battle at binary stars. I got to say, I like this one. I do like Guillotine. I thought they did a really good job with Wolf 359. The only disappointment that I have with that is it's a whole holographic thing. So why they...
I'm your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate.
I don't know what you posted there, but Tam Tam went, nope. Oh, it's a bot. What a surprise.
New readings on sensors. More Tholian ships are on the way here.
Because I'm glutton for punishment, I also like Scorpion's Abyss because I like Harry's sense of humour and Ezra Dark's. Now, not being funny, I'm not a big fan of the Harry character. I don't know quite why. I haven't been able to pin it down, but I must admit, when he was the Borg King and we got the chance to kill him, I did enjoy doing that. Oh, I wasn't the only one here. For some reason I thought I were.
Warbird is escaping.
Right, so we have a 2 and a 2. So I'm not going to lie, I think everyone is used to him being ensign. I don't know what it is, because it's like, I didn't mind him in the Voyager series, but I don't know, just in the game he comes across a bit whiny.
About Dreadnought is escaping.
Have 2 green balls to the face. Wow. There's a lot of people taking health damage in this one. I'm just looking at the party members.
A Dalon warbird is escaping.
It's another free bid. So we have a 3 and a 2 that's up. I think it's okay. I think enough time has passed. Right. I'm going to say our friend didn't know. I thought he'd got webbed then for a second. So we've got 4 minutes left on this, just under. Not tier 3, yeah, but when you go up against the world, you have all the ships with you, that you're a really good mission. Yeah, I've got to say, some stories are very good in this. Some TFOs are very good in this. I still don't know what people's problem is with the Borg one, where you have to go down and blow up the different nodes. I still don't understand why people have such a problem with that. Yeah, the amount of times that I've gone into that TFO and literally within seconds of being in there, people have quit it because they go, oh god, not this one. You know, like I said, if there's any TFO that I don't like, it is Bug Hunt. What did you used to play it on? Was it PlayStation or Xbox, I think it is?
A Dalan warbird is escaping.
PS5. It didn't. She won't ban him for posting a link, but she did delete his message. Yeah, basically they have restricted some of the things that bots can do via the API, and I am looking at other solutions.
A Dalan warbird is escaping.
Oh god, we've still got a minute left. It's the TFO that will never end. Tam is actually quite intelligent. She isn't your average bot. She isn't anything like, how can I put it? She is not anything like Stream Elements or anything like that. She is actually running locally. HRH Tam Tam, Her Royal Highness. Oh, she is Queen of Stream.
I am quite impressed.
But yes, I rely on no external sites at all to run the stream, and Tam Tam, she does kind of run the show. Well, you did get a preview of her response system when I enabled it. That, like I said, is currently switched off at the moment because she's still in a learning phase. Basically, if you at Tam Tam and said something disparaging or something like, Tam Tam kind of did respond, but she is currently in a learning phase at the moment. She is listening to what's being said in chat. She's watching you. Right, anyway, as always, on the hour every hour, I do take a couple of minutes break. I am actually running over by 7 minutes. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run 3 minutes of adverts to disable pre-roll. Obviously, over here on Twitch, if you're watching this on YouTube, I have zero control over adverts, and I do apologise for that, because there's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, back to Twitch, as I was saying. Adverts are not guaranteed. It's down to region availability. How that works, I haven't got a clue. So adverts, like I said, aren't guaranteed. But obviously, if you do get adverts, get yourself a drink, you know, stretch your legs. If you don't, sit back and enjoy the music, and I'll be right back. Right, obviously we are back in game. Obviously, if anybody wants to join me, or even just wants to friend request me, you are more than welcome to, obviously. So if you want to, friend request me, @Nazorin, spelled exactly the same as the channel name, will find me in game. Or a general search @Nazorin, again, should find me in game. Obviously, everybody is more than welcome to come on advanced TFOs with me. I have no problem bringing people along for that. I do only tend to do advanced on stream. Elites I tend to do off stream and with select people, because there is nothing worse than doing one and having it fail because somebody doesn't know what they're doing. Well, if we keep having these disputes, Tam and I'll be having a second tea party in Boston. Yeah, but Tam will probably bring a crate of tea and use it to bash you over the head with. You know. But that would mean, obviously, I'd have to build her a body, and that's kind of like too much work. I was going to say, the amount of stuff that's running in the background that makes Tam operate is quite fun, shall we say. Starbase 1?
Listen up. The war has not been going well for the Federation, and the Klingons are advancing to our position. We need to hold off their ships until reinforcements can arrive. We expect the Klingons to attack in waves. Their smaller, faster ships are hungry for battle and won't wait for the rest of their fleet to arrive in one group. As the fight progresses, their heavier ships will show up. Hold them off until more Starfleet ships can get here. Here they come.
Again, I quite like Starbase 1. It is another quite buggy TFO in the regards of when the ships leave, they do troll you by going, "Oh no, please help us, we're dying," and then walk out. It does seem to have this wonderful thing of you blow up ships and then the next wave spawns in and you're firing at base for them suddenly to appear at where your weapons are hitting. You know, again, it's one of the few TFOs that it does that in. Why it does that, I don't know. But of course, as always, if people have any questions or anything, feel free to ask them. I will do my best to answer them, and if I can't, there's normally an expert in channel that can tell you. Just don't ask Caitlin. Because Caitlin's not an expert. Boom. Big bada boom.
There's a break in incoming warp signatures. We may have a short amount of time before more arrive.
But like I was saying, I do quite like Starbase 1. Again, if you are new and you are trying to get marked, Starbase 1 is a very good one to do for that, because it is pretty easy. It is reasonably forgiving. I was not overly impressed with the Regborg version of this because it is literally a copy and paste version. Sir, do you classify as human? Well, I hope so. I suppose I could classify as a tree, be different. And I like trees. Right, listen for the trolling. See? Trolling as they warp out. Need that as the soundbite. What? I want to be a tree. Oh, big bada boom. Negative, I'm a meat popsicle. They are probably out there, more than likely.
This is Andor. Our shield
See? Trolls us again as he walks out.
Position to prepare for the next assault.
I think what also bugs me about this is the ships always spawn slightly damaged, even in the Borg one.
Here come the Klingon battleships. Keep fighting!
Technically, I could make a extra point redeem system in Streamerbot, and then I could add as many redeems as I want. But it would be a totally different point system, and I kind of want to keep it to Twitch ideally, because it's a lot more visually seeable. You know, you don't have to rely on commands or things like that. But yes, there is a new redeem coming soon. It's going to be a hell of a lot more expensive than Blue Screen of Death, though, that's for sure. Last ship to die, and then that's this TFO done.
That'll hold them off, for now. I don't know how much longer we can keep up with this kind of war. Today was a good one. At least there will be a tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever. Also, Kaylin, the other thing that I've got to be careful of is some of the audio redeems. Because I'm streaming to YouTube as well, certain redeems would have to be muted out of the stream for that. Because anything that's got movie references and things like that, you've got to be really, really careful with YouTube. Otherwise they can have a bit of a cow over it. So again, it's kind of one of those things I just have to keep my eyes on. Wow, Kaylin. Wow. And I thought you were my friend. Obviously, as always, if I get a warp out, we know it's a space TFO. If it goes straight to a loading screen, we do know it's ground TFO. Ideally, not book hunt. Let's hope STO's got its game ear. Yep, they have the game ears shut. I don't know. Trying to get me bug hunt, doing the, you know, blue screen of death.
But we will not fall. Their ground troops use gateways to land and set up inhibitors to block our troops from transporting to the combat zones. Transports with soldiers are inbound, but before they can launch shuttles, we need to clear the Herald ships from Kronos orbit. Once we have established a safe zone, we can send our own forces to the surface. We cannot delay. The home world must be defended.
Again, as I always say in this, in advance and normal. Oh, in comes Chris Snuffling with 4. Tamtam's ignoring him. Oh my god. I think Tamtam's really got it in for you, Chris. I don't quite know why. Actually, I think I know the reason why the raid thing didn't go off. I think it is restricted to having a minimum of 5 people in it. Because more than anything, it helps stop when you get a bunch of bots that try and raid you with 1 or 2.
Hello, Snuffling, ignore me, I'm just the bot. Yeah, I do all the work and I'm so fucking tired.
Tam! Jesus Christ! That's twice she said that today. Well, she didn't do your blue screen the other week. She didn't do your raid. Though I think I know why for that. Obviously, I'd have to check the logs to be 100% sure. But I think it is restricted to 5. But even so, thank you for the raid. It is much appreciated. What were you playing? Were you playing Star Trek Online? Because she didn't even say what you were playing last. Because normally she would have said, even by default, she should be saying how many you raided for and what you were playing there. I do have a shout out. Why that didn't trigger as well?
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
That is something that I need to check, because she didn't even shout you out. Because what she should have done is she should have done the raid, but I can understand why that didn't trigger, but she still should have shouted you out.
Those gateways are emitting intense levels of beta radiation. Close them.
There you go, I'll do it manually. Oh, you were Dead by Daylight in. Were you being killer or were you being survivor?
Shipyard transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Killer, it's the best that I can do. Well, it's like Aaron, he quite often plays Survivor. I'm surprised that, you know, you two haven't kind of teamed up so I can watch you kill him. I think he's streaming Mondays, Dead by Daylight. And he is a killer magnet. My god, this person is really shit off part on getting these radiation things. I love them. I want to have their children. Yeah, I've got this one. Yeah, look.
Shipyard transports are beginning their run to the planet.
So which killer were you playing? I gotta say, Alien is still my all-time favourite. But to be fair, you know, I am a big Alien fan anyway, so... Oh my god, this person is so shit hot on getting these radiation ones. I think I've had one so far that I've been able to get to. You know, don't get me wrong, it's nice to see, because majority of the time you see people going, oh, must kill mobs at the yellow ones, and completely ignoring the radiation ones. A new killer from Dungeons and Dragons? I know nothing, as the ginger lass said to Jon Snow. Is this a very, very recent one, recently introduced?
Transports are beginning their run to the planet.
And are they any good? Or have they already been disabled because they've got a bug with it? Because, not being funny, that does seem to be the run of things at the moment, with a lot of things in Dead by Daylight. Oh well, then they've had enough time to potentially fix.
Shipyard transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Oh, that's good. Not OP, but once you've mastered spells, he's much more fun. He gets so many kills. Does he have some range then? If you're saying he's got spells, does he actually have some range to it? What kind of things can you said Dungeons and Dragons killer type do? They all have quantities. Okay. Not being funny, I wish I'd have seen that you were streaming because, you know, Twitch being Twitch didn't notify me. If I'd known that, I'd have had a look. Seen what it's all about. You can burst into forward motion, fly, and even fly over certain barriers. Oh, so these people that hog the shipping crate things and try and knock over the killer or stop the killer from getting to them, that's gonna really screw with them. So I can hear it now already, people going, oh my god, it's unfair. That's it, pallets.
Shipyard troop transport onto the factory.
I've got to say, I like the sound of that because I think for people that have obviously not come across that killer before, it's going to be quite a bit of a surprise. Yes, a spell summoning an orb that can detect survivors who are within its touch, even hidden in lockers. Oh, well, that's Aaron dead then. Bless him, that's when I sit there and go, Aaron, come out the closet.
Herald ships are attacking the starbase.
Well, that's a bit overkill for that, but okay. I'm going to say the big Herald there looks very dead. Again, I like it when they think out of the box a bit and try something new. He also has the Mage Hand spell, a giant disjointed magic hand spawning at pallets to either hold them so no survivors can slam them into the killer, lift down pallets, and with certain add-ons even destroy down pallets. Oh my god, I can hear it now. That's not fair. That's our only defense against the killer. And it's like, no, you need to adapt. Learn some new tactics rather than basically running around that same pallet, dropping it on the killer, then running away to the next pallet and rinsing and repeating. Because I must admit, last couple of streams that I've seen of Dead by Daylight, it was becoming very much a hog the pallet and wait for the killer, and then when the killer does come, if the killer doesn't go for you, literally just keep running in a big loop around a pallet, which I was kind of like, well, what is going on here? So obviously that is their solution to it. It's actually quite a good move, that. And of course, like you said, people are going to bitch and moan about it initially, but they'll just have to adapt. Where are we going to end up? Got my eye on you, Caitlin. I can hear you whispering, bug hunt, bug hunt. But you fail again! No bug hunt! The force spell allows Beckner to summon a group of spectral skeletons that run in a group in a designated direction, and if they touch the survivor, they get hurt and can get down.
This system, along with a stable spatial rift, which is emitting chronoton particles. The Borg have been known to use time travel. In 2373, the USS Enterprise E followed a Borg cube through such a rift to Earth's first contact with the Vulcans. My grandfather was there. He said it was memorable. So, this could be another attempt by the Borg to alter the past.
So, tell me, they seem to be doing a lot of
There are 2 active
crowd control, if you like, for that. How have they balanced it out? Have they made it so that the damage that you do isn't as much? Because it seems that they have made it a bit OP with all the control that they've put in. Or is it exactly like you said, you have a limited, effectively, spell slot, so you can only cast spells so many times? How's it been balanced?
They're headed for the time thing. Stop them!
They did do spread over time and aren't right next to each other, plus you can crouch underneath them, but there's some add-on that limits their size but makes them fly next to them if they cannot avoid it by crouching. Each spell has an individual cooldown, you can't spam them all at once, and selected wheels take praxis. Okay. So they have actually thought it through a little bit. Because they never come out of cooldown at the same time. That's a very good move. So again, it's more about managing your cooldowns. And like you said, learning what the spells actually do. But like you said, people are still going to bitch about it. You know, to be fair, a lot of people have had it very, very easy in that game for a very long time. You can leave them unused once you get out of cooldown, have them at the... I'm assuming that's ready, but not using them makes you a basic killer that slams people with a floating dagger. Okay. Does seem a bit anticlimactic, that. She got pounded there. I'm going to say next morning. Oh my god, that is a wall of text. I'm not reading all that out.
Been destroyed, but sensors detected several.
Additional mechanics. Yes, a treasure chest. Mechanical allows you to open them as you do. You roll the dice. RNG decides between 1 and 20, depending on what you roll. You can get anything from a med kit to one of Vence's artifacts as a survivor. Those artifacts are Vence's eyes, allows them to see certain spells being prepared or used by his handgun. Okay. I should quickly jump into a random locker and it teleports you to a different random locker away from your current position. Ooh. That's good, that, because not being funny, if they sit there and start bitching about the killer, I'd be saying, well, you know, you've got the chance of getting in a locker and literally, you know, blinking yourself to a random locker somewhere else. Though it does also leave that really, really uncomfortable moment where you could end up in the locker right next to you. And there's Chris right next to me in the corner. Now I'm talking about players. Obviously not the killer. God, could you imagine if the killer could use lockers? That'd be so funny. You open the locker and there's the killer waiting for you. Hello! You'd be like, please don't kill me.
The Gateway network gives the Heralds tactical superiority. The plan is simple.
Yeah, we know. Again, kill Heralds, go in the sphere, kill more Heralds, come out the sphere, kill more Heralds, go in the sphere, and then you shake it all about. Well, actually, you don't. You kill the main Herald capital ship, but it does kind of like feel a bit like the Okie Dokie.
Herald forces inbound!
So is that the thing that they're kind of on at the moment? Bringing in more, I don't know, D&D based enemies? Because not being funny, that is not a bad idea. Because it'd be quite funny to be being chased around on the map by Beholder. Yeah, but didn't they disable the map, one of the maps for Resi there? And it's been disabled for a while because of issues with it. Or is it back now? Again, you've got this one. I think the main problem with this one is they've got the alpha channel wrong on some of the graphics. And so when you fly through it, you can't see any of the attacks that are going off.
The gateways! Gateway opening at 1 o'clock. Gateway opening at 6 o'clock. Gateway opening at 4 o'clock.
Jesus Christ, they're all opening. No, they fixed it ages ago. Release me, goddamn you! Yeah, this one right up front needs to die first. The new Survivor has interesting perks. One that dedicates to Dungeons and Dragons. Now, are we talking Dungeons and Dragons the movie, Dungeons and Dragons the game, or Dungeons and Dragons the cartoon from the 70s that had the really annoying baby unicorn called Uni, I think it were. Yazar. Doesn't ring any bells.
Gateway opening at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I thought he's going to already get through the portal by the time we get here. Oh, blinded by the light. Go to the light, Caroline. That's another sound clip that, you know, would be fantastic to use, given half a chance. Go to the light, Caroline.
Gateway opening at 4 o'clock.
Freedom! Of course, I've got my drift on at the moment.
Gateway opening at 11 o'clock. Gateway opening at 2 o'clock. We need to stop the Herald.
No problem, Kaylin. Have you scheduled yourself for abusing the streamer? You know, just saying. I'm too old for the services. Oh. The usual, are you too old, you're giving up with that? You know, it's like, I know a couple of people as adults that have been diagnosed with autism, that have known all their life that there's not something been not right and not been able to find out what it is, and when they have found out as an adult, they get that really wonderful response of when they say, well, what do we do about it? They turn around and go, well, you've managed all this way through your life. Why should we do anything? I'm 16 years too old for their hell. Did they put it like that, or did they go, I'm sorry, you're too much of an old biddy? Yes, the second one. Is that because the first one buried in your backyard? Abusing the elderly? Call me old. You won't be doing that anymore. I was going to say there was a soap opera over in the UK called Brookside, and somebody that was buried under the patio was dug up, I think it was like a year later or something like that, and this really good fleshy hand came up when the body was discovered, and I believe it was you know, Lily Savage that turned around and said the hand was that fresh it was good enough to be able to give you a wank. Which I was like, well. I do need an Undying one, that is correct. Honestly, it's quicker to do a TFO. I will probably do the one with the giant space flower, because that's guaranteed Undying. So now's your time, Kaylin. You could do your very first lap, you know, advance. Yeah, the one with Tuvok where you've got to destroy the planet killer. I call it the giant space flower. Well, just think of all the fun you could have, Kaylin, and then the, you know, like 16 hours later of sat there rocking back and forth, going, it's all okay, after. Maya's just twitching at one not done endeavour. Should I leave it then there? As torture for you? Yeah, it's doing it here, but it is actually Twitch chat. The API is actually perfectly fine because I'm seeing it through StreamerBot and it is functioning 100%. It's like all messages that are coming in via Twitch are coming in maybe 3 or 4 seconds after it's showing on StreamerBot.
This will not cripple the Echoes, but it will make it easier for our ships to get into the fight.
We might end up under my flop ball. I gather the garden's getting a bit full then. Well. Oh, well then it's perfect. So when Poirot turns up and goes, the killer is somebody here, you go, yeah, it's an apartment block. Good luck to you. I don't want to mix up my stuff and other people's stuff. What, so you don't want to dig a hole and go, oops, found somebody else's body? Invite for that Undying? Yep. Let me get you invited. Undying marks. I will wait till it shows you. Which one is it? That one, innit? Undying Assault. Because Vicious Cycle is the one that makes me seasick because of the shipyards, yeah. All you need to do, Kaylin, is convince one of your other members of the apartment to bury their bodies as well. So they, you know, if they find a body, you can go, it was them! It's not me! I'm innocent. I'm pure as driven snow. Did you manage to get maintenance to do something about that sprinkler? Or are you still suffering from every time that they decide to water, you have to make sure you have your window shut, otherwise you get a free shower? If it's known that you hate them, you're the first suspect.
The Undine are attacking along 3 vectors. These vectors have fluidic rifts that need to be closed. The map and this bar will...
Yeah, well, that's why, Chris, you are always really, really nice to those people that you hate, and you always make sure that you give them a hug, so you know rough dimensions for the hole that you've got to dig.
Sometimes errant rifts will open. Closing these rifts will earn you more rewards. These errant rifts are keyed to career paths, and a captain of a matching career path will be able to close them faster. The Undine are deploying fleets throughout the Alps. The Gorn...
Oh, you don't kill them same day, Chris. That's very amateurish, doing something like that. And the whole idea is you do leave fibers in and you go, oh yeah, I saw them the other day, I gave them a hug. Why, what's happened to them? I've not seen them in days. Boom! But it wasn't a big bada boom.
An errant fluidic rift has opened between the vectors. The location is marked on your map. Performing a scan of the rift now. An Undine dreadnought has entered local space. Close the fluidic rift now.
Again, this is why this one is ideal for doing things like that.
Gap has been closed.
Oh my god, does this still have bug related to it? Me? I think it's part of the bug story arc. I think it does kind of point you in that direction based off of the episodes. So technically the lead into it, I would say yes. The actual mission or the actual TFO, not so much. But I do believe when you're doing the episode, it does kind of lead you towards that. So somebody is using, obviously, the assimilated weapons there. Yeah, like I said, bug stuff's now been overused. We are due for a change. You know, we've got such a rich source material. You know, we've gone from having green bug to having red bug and now blue bug. You know, and obviously this story arc is going to continue with blue bug. I'm going to assume. But I'm still pinning my hopes that the allies that we've made in this one are going to turn out to be the next big baddies.
Undine fluidic space rift side has been closed. Undine fluidic...
You know, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Whether we get it or not, different matter, but, you know.
Performing a scan of the rift now.
it's a Galaxy X class. I only just realised that.
Get a grip now.
So we have a proper bug ship, we have a Galaxy class, we have Chris, and obviously we have me. Well, you are a class in yourself, Chris. You know. Compliments went out. Oh well, worth a try. To be honest, I didn't look. You were in the Connie. Did you change? I've got to be honest though, didn't pay enough attention. Yeah, it just shows how insignificant you are to me. Oh, you're in a sovereign! I'm going to hell. Right, again, as always, on the air every hour, I do take a couple of minutes break. I am going to do that again. Obviously, this is where I do run 3 minutes, so adverts to disable pre-roll. So anybody who might want to get in can do without being stuck behind the Great Wall of Twitch adverts. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, I do have zero control over adverts over there. I do apologise, and that kind of sucks. Again, I only ever run adverts on my streams when I am taking a break, so that you don't miss anything. So, as always, adverts are not guaranteed. It is down to region availability, and that is very true. How it works, as usual, I don't have a clue. So, if you do get adverts, get yourself a drink, stretch your legs. If you don't, sit back, enjoy the music, and I'll be right back. Right, and we're back. Obviously, gonna run some more randoms, see what we get. Obviously, because Chris is in the party, I think we can pretty much guarantee we're going to get Bug Hunt. Because that normally is how it works. Let's see if it still holds true. Come on. Come on, STO. You can do it. Allocate as a shard. Obviously, as always, the icons stop flashing, so it's gathering your party before venturing forth. Naz, have you tried the newest update Stardew yet? I haven't. I am thinking of doing a new playthrough, though, of it. I've just got to kind of decide when I'm going to fit it in.
DS9 to all Alliance ships. A Terran Empire fleet is attacking the station. We require immediate assistance. Our defenses won't hold for long. Clear these ships as soon as possible.
Again, this is another one that I quite like. It's a bit more interesting. I don't think it's terrible.
Alliance forces, the station is under heavy attack.
Ever considered a co-op playthrough? I hadn't, but if you are open to it, I might do. We would just have to work out how we would synchronise ourselves for it. Big bada boom. $1 multi-pass. Still love that film. I think it probably is one of my all-time favourite films.
The Terrans are crazy.
Yeah, I'd give you a box to live in. And then stick loads of fencing and barrels round the door so you can't get out. You will live in the box, you will stay in the box. Thanks for that, Marimar. Is that in response to what I said, maybe? Though I do seem to have RNG Jesus, I don't seem to be dying today. I've been extremely lucky. I've not had to add to the death counter. I do feel dirty. Oh! Green ball and explosion. I didn't have spy dinner. Are we all running for that? I thought that was the player. It's like, here, have some torpedoes up your jacksie. Is the green shockwave that happens? Yes, that is dilithium burn. The big boom that goes off, that is dilithium burn. I use it because it has a high chance of going off. if you've got ships bunched together, and as STO does quite like to bunch ships together, quite often it literally can take them all out. It's a fun one to have. The giant green balls of doom are from the 8472 Rex torpedo. It creates a really big, huge torpedo that is untargetable like normal plasma torpedoes. Them ones. And they do quite a bit of damage. They also have, obviously, if they go boom close to other ships, it does do spread damage. But yeah, the green boom that goes off, that is the big one with the shockwave, that is dilithium burn. I'd still say she must have absolutely loved doing that. You know, proper, full-on hamming it up. She must have loved every minute of being in the audio booth for that bit.
And surrender!
Obviously, if you're doing this normally, it would be a case of beaming crews over to the station. In this case, most of us have probably got more than enough marks. We are converting them all into dilithium. It is only bonus dilithium. Obviously, if you're doing it in a late, it does stop the heal. So I best top my health up before Caleb blue screens me. I'm eating my meats and cheeses now. Well, a meat and 2 veg, eh? Welcome to the Smut Channel.
We've conquered everyone else in our...
I was thoroughly distracted. Well, I would be too. With meat and 2 veg. Genoa salame and paninos, you silly. What is a panino?
Make repairs!
Or is it one of those things that over here we call it what it's supposed to be correctly? You know. You say potato, I say potato, you know. Potato, you know, I call the whole thing off, that thing.
Make repair!
In this case, mozzarella cheese. Oh, so what you're saying is it's just a fancy way of saying mozzarella. dare you make repairs?
DS9 to Alliance forces. Terok Nor has been disabled.
Right, well that's that dealt with. Concentrate on defending DS9 now. Boom. Big bada boom. Oh! Was the big bada boom. Interesting. I might have to test that over the weekend. Because that looks like when the shockwave went off, it did the infection from the turret that I'm using. Check out when the shockwave went off. Oh, below. Try not to crash into the arm of DS9. Scare all the people on the promenade. Is it going to be up above now? No, it's down below again. And I'm sure there's science ships in there, because so far they haven't time bubbled me. Oh, no, no! Oh, I am so glad nobody blue screened me that. Run away! Just not quick enough. I could see what you were doing there. You had one hand with sandwich and like crazy, trying desperately to get me. Yeah, tell me anything. Bughunt, no. Bughunt is not nice.
We're reading an energy circuit.
If I want to kill you, I can kill you. Rude. I was just sat there going, thought that cutscene's a long time, and then realised, no, I was actually playing the game again. Oh my god, it's definitely one of those days for me.
You haven't seen the last of me!
That statement there, I don't know what you mean.
Terok Nor has been sent back.
Don't know what you mean. Totally and utterly blanking. Come on. 3%. Not asking much. Bughunt is not next. It's definitely not Bughunt. No, it's not. It's not going to happen. It's so not going to happen. We are not going to get Bug Hunt because we're going to get another space one because we've got the warp out animation. So no. Gotta buy me dinner for that, Caitlin.
The time for battle is almost here.
Again, I quite like this TFO, but it is another one that is suffering from those undocumented features. That undocumented feature being you pick up the bomb, you take the bomb station, you blow up the station. Then literally seconds later, the station magically reappears. And if you are too close to the station, you appear inside said station and cannot move. So the challenge in this TFO is more a case of which station has not been destroyed. Yay, somebody else got the bomb. I'd have to do it. Where they're going? Where they're going? Where are you going? You're going to this one. Great. As long as we know what you're doing. Right, you can deliver that bomb now. Oh my god, blinded by special effects yet again. Now, do you want to know something? That's not technically true. You know, online ordering? Right, I'm going to get in the bomb because we need some more. No, not that one over there. Ignore the one to the right. It's just gonna, you know, shoot me from a distance.
Another security base has been destroyed. There are 3 left.
Kablooey. The other good thing about the torpedo, like I said, that it fires these big torpedoes is they aren't destructible and they don't do you or your teammates damage like the plasma ones do. To be fair, you know, that is kind of what happened in the past, so... But, you know, middle of nowhere in Wales. I've got a bomb, right. Let's have a look. Which ones are potential stations? I think... I'm going for the one that's got ships around it, on the theory that they might not have been blown up, because it looks like people may have cleared ships around the other stations, though, to be fair, I'm not banking on that. Oh, you little shit.
Protect them!
Right, now I can launch the bomb.
Only one empty base left. Ah, they're sending a dreadnought to stop us. There's a dreadnought on an attack vector. Destroy it!
I don't know if you ever watched Full House, but the house that was used for the exterior is up for sale for $6.5 million. To be honest, I don't know what the Full House is. I don't think it's probably a show that we got over here. Oh, the 90s, highly unlikely. I was probably being a slut. Are you going to deliver bomb? Are you delivery bomb?
All destinations destroyed! They haven't read all the front right out of it!
Right, that's another one down. Again, as always, if anybody else wants to join, they are more than welcome. All you have to do is send me a friend request. Or at Nazorin, spelled exactly the same as the channel name, should find me. Or general search at Nazorin, again, should find me.
Well, hello. You took your time, Kane_McDragon.
You can see on the map where the stations are that are not blown up. Do you want to know something? I've not even considered that, Kane. Didn't even think for a second, ooh, maybe they still show on the map. You are determined for me to get Bug Hunt. Not happening. Oh god, I've got a ground one. Here we go. God damn you, Kalen!
I'm Lieutenant John Vanderveer, and I'll be your demolitions expert on...
I'm gonna send the Evies over. Over the pond! Well, that's a bit of a slutty outfit, isn't it? I wonder if they do it in my size. Whee! Super speed! God, it died instantly. I love super speed. I feel dirty. Yeah, let's have the purple because why not? Can't see what they were shooting there. I haven't had the chance to be a slut, not knowing myself better than I did when I was growing up.
Fire in the hole!
Put some cream on it, shouldn't burn. Or use more lube.
Obstacle clear.
Well, I think people, you know, come to terms with it, or pressure from the outside world always influences things like that. But you know what they say to that? Better late than never.
Fire in the hole! Clear to proceed.
Well. Unfortunately, religion has a lot to answer for. You know. And I think what makes it worse is quite often a lot of these religions, you know, promote the whole thing of, you know, peace, harmony and acceptance, but 99% of the time are massively unaccepting. You know, very little live and let live and such. So again, I can understand that. It's like I have a friend that was a Mormon and was married and
Fire in the hole!
Effectively got found out, and they literally ruined his life.
Jump down this narrow fissure in the
to the extent that they hounded him when he moved out of state. He actually moved to try and get away from the abuse that he was getting. And it got that bad that he actually, in the end, left America completely and now lives in Canada. Oh, covered in white stuff, and it's not birthday or Christmas.
According to our scans, there's a tunnel under us. Give me a moment, I'll clear a path.
Oh, apparently there's a big hole underneath me.
Fire in the hole!
And apparently it's on fire.
Step.
Oh my god, I got trapped in the middle of all the mobs then. I'm glad they died quick. I'm feeling a little green.
I think I can get us across.
Yeah, get on with it, Vanderveer. But yes, I think religion has a lot to answer for. You know, don't get me wrong, I don't think religion is a bad thing. I just don't think some of the people practice what they preach. Oh, I'm no longer green, I'm now yellow. Does that make me a chicken? Oh, I'm not yellow anymore. I'm sad. I want to be yellow. Make all the effects go off. Oh, I didn't bring out my little potter. My god, I didn't get white stuff to the face that time. Right, probably have enough time for 2 more TFOs, I think, because I will be finishing at 11 today. But everything I've learned about myself is now in my Discord profile info, so... Ooh, I'll be a stalker and have a look. I still don't know myself fully, but I'm getting there. Well, you know what this channel is. I like that to anybody. Animal, vegetable, mineral. If you want to be a tree, you can be a tree. You know, it's no skin off of my nose. If if it makes you happy, then what does it matter? You know, so long as you're not hurting anybody. You can be an attack helicopter if you want, but I think that kind of does go into the lines of hurting somebody. So... But unfortunately, the only type of attack helicopter that I know, you do not find anywhere but on the adult side.
Plan your attacks and save as many ships as possible. Every loss is critical for my people.
No, I'm not. I've never died on this one. And that is definitely not going to change.
If you are caught inside the web, try to destroy one side before it collapses in on you.
I refuse!
About dreadnought is escaping.
On sensors. More Tholian ships are on the way here.
Because yeah, I think this mission is kind of based off of the one where you do the timey-wimey thing and end up going back in time and rescuing the Enterprise C. I believe this was the mission that it kind of implied that you should be doing next. So we have a 2 and a I don't know and a don't know. So we'll block the things in the middle. Because again, why the hell not? Crap shards. So we have a 1.
This warbird is escaping.
And a 1. Obviously, this is a bit of a long-ass TFO. You know, I believe when it does begin, it is literally a full 10 minutes. And it is kind of like shooting fish in a barrel. The USS Quick Trigger. Well, there's no point hanging around doing that one.
A Talis warbird is escaping. A Hapax warbird is escaping.
So we have freed one of each so far.
A Talis warbird is escaping.
We've just got another of a minute. Just under. So we have a 3 up at the moment. That can't be the only one. Surely not. Oh. Oh, no. Loop-de-loop! I don't know what you were shooting at there. I'm just gonna assume it's this web. Because all I saw was torpedoes fly off and hit something and explode, but no ship. It's a bit random there. Oh my god, listen to that action music.
A Delon warbird is escaping. A Hapax warbird is escaping.
So they all come whizzing over to me just as I break this ship.
A Talis warbird is escaping.
So we have a 1-up. We've got one person there, the Antares. I think everybody came here looking at the little white names and distances.
A Talis warbird is escaping.
Let's go have a look at this rock, see if there is anything there. Yep, there is now. Oh, for God's sake, I hate it when it does that, when it cancels your action midway through. It's very annoying.
A Talis warbird is escaping.
As Tam would say, don't you know who I am? just over 2 minutes 30 seconds left.
A Falchion dreadnought is escaping.
A Hapax warbird.
And then we'll see what the final TFO will be. At least we know it won't be Buggun, because it's still on cooldown. Thank God. Fine, gonna make me stop. Then I kill you! Have a good ball. Fabulous, darling. Right, so you have a 3 up there that's already fighting, so there's probably no point going for that one. We've got 1 minute, 5 seconds, say. So enough time to clear this. And get the ship freed.
A Delon warbird is escaping.
Right, 20 seconds. Highly unlikely we're going to get anything done in 20 seconds. I think the most we'll probably get done is maybe blow up a ship. If we're really lucky. Obviously, we're nowhere near them, so that ain't going to happen.
I am quite impressed with...
Oh, she's quite impressed. Don't know what with. Right, so we're going to do the final TFO. Obviously, as always, everybody is welcome to join me. For at Nazorin, if you want to do a friend request, general search at Nazorin. Again, spelled as the channel name is, and you should be able to find me in game. Obviously, if your name is very different than it is in the channel, do let me know, so I'm just not getting a random friend request. But I am going to do a final TFO, and then that will be me done for today. I will be back tomorrow. I am continuing with Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Mass Effect 2. Just finished the Shadow Broker, so I think we've basically just got to get the... oh god, what's she called? The Justicar from Ilium, and then it's progressing with the main storyline, because I've made sure that I've done all of the side stuff and the DLC. So that should be interesting. So far, I can't say I've noticed a massive amount of difference between Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition, if I'm being completely honest. But of course, we are back Friday with more Star Trek Online. Next week, rather than going back on today's, I am continuing doing nights next week. Or evenings, I should say. Nights for me, evenings for others, mornings for even more. But next week I will be playing a different game. Possibly Monday, Tuesday. It's a game that somebody put me on to. on Discord. It again a story driven, so a bit like Telltale Games. It's a lot shorter, but somebody put me onto it and said, also with it being Pride Month, you might be interested. So I'm going to be checking that out. Like I said, Monday. And possibly Tuesday. But apparently it's a reasonably short one. That's what she said. But it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. And we are finishing on a space TFO. And it's a bug TFO. How can you tell? The green background.
The situation is grim.
And quite often this one is over really quickly. It's not very often there.
This is not acceptable.
Any longer than quickly.
Defending the starbase. Only then can we proceed with relief operations, if any survivors remain. There's more. Scans indicate the Borg transwarp conduit is operational. If we don't destroy the conduit quickly, Borg reinforcements will overwhelm our forces here.
Shields and await assimilation.
Nope, it didn't take last time.
Scanning the nanite trend. Done. Additional data is available.
Yep, they are all down. That's what she said.
Repair the transceivers. Stop them.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. Somebody came in and literally mowed them down. I will not be Borg.
The situation there's.
Let's just get rid of them. That's annoying. So, just the gateway and the cube. That was completely the wrong button, but what does it matter? This gateway is going down like a... Yep, I'm not going to finish that sentence. And there we go. Like I said, that is me done for today.
Conduit has been destroyed.
As always, it's been fun. Thank you to the new people that followed. Thank you to the raiders that came in and joined. And thank you for actually spending your time here. I'm not going to thank Kaylin though. Doesn't deserve it after the amount of blue screens today. So, as I always say, you know, if you can't be good, be careful. And don't do anything I wouldn't do, which obviously doesn't leave much. So, take care guys, and I'll see you again tomorrow.